Hello everybody, welcome back. The VATSIM will be not flying, we're not flying today. We'll be controlling here in Cincinnati. Originally we were going to be doing that in Louisville, but had to change that up because we had to change it up because some guys were already on Louisville, so that's no problem. But we are up in Cincinnati, so if you want to come fly, you're more than welcome to do so. Reminds me, I need to get the gators up. All right, we're gonna be doing soft flow today. What version are we? Uniform. For Archer Arrivals Hotel. Alrighty. We should be good. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be coming through. The only difference, we do have now built-in audio through CRC, so that's going to be a difference. I'm not sure how that's going to come into play here. Get over here. I thought I had Cincinnati. Indianapolis, okay. Why is it not? Curious things are happening. All right, they haven't filed a flight plan yet. All right, I was just making sure. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get this. That's why I had that there. Okay, hold on. This over here. There we go. Now you can actually see kind of a top-down view of the airport. All right, let's see here. That pushed out. Alrighty. Yeah, you're looking to fly somewhere today. Louisville's online. We've also got Cincinnati. I'm running Cincinnati tonight. Tricon, top to bottom. But Louisville's got departure. Tricon on, clearance deliveries on. And Ground control is also on, and so is tower. So you've got top to bottom over in Louisville. If you want to fly out of there, you can. Or if you want to fly out here in Cincinnati with me, you can do that as well. We'll be on for a couple hours here. And if you want to fly in between, you can do that as well. That's also an option. Hey, Jim. I just let you know I'm up in Cincinnati, so I'll be sure to get everybody below 10,000 heading your way. But if you need anything, just let me know. I'm going to be down in AMD Cafe. Yeah, if they're just coming right over, yeah, it's 10,000. Except for props, I think it's 9. Yeah, on my thing, it's, yeah, anything going to SDF is at or below 10,000. So, I mean, it's, you know, if they want to fly at 8, that's their choice. Yeah. All right. Just coordinating with the Louisville Tracon. Make sure they're aware of me being online, and we're synced up for aircraft going between. I feel like I need 2 more screens. I have 4 screens. I feel like I need more. I don't, but I have filled up all 4. That's the problem. I wonder if I could set this up. Hold on. how this is going to look here. Let me see. Not seeing that. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, there we go. Now I've actually got a control cam too. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Let me grab that. All right, so we've got our Cincinnati airport diagram up. I always like to have a paper version of that. You can easily reference everything. No, I can see obviously everything here. I like to have that just in case. Never know. Yeah, so I can switch back and forth into the cameras. Which cameras do you guys like best? You like being able to see this, or I personally kind of like how you can see this, right? So you can see the actual thing, but then you're seeing, you know, all the different screens here, and then what you're not seeing yet. But I can't really show you. It's got a screen there and a screen there. I guess I could kind of zoom it out more. Something like that. I don't think this... Yeah, it doesn't control that because that goes to the other scene in OBS. Still don't think I have a flight plan for this guy. I don't have a flight plan for him. There we go. Does flight plan. Out. All right, so he is heading to Knoxville. Check out his route of flight here. Make sure it's valid. Interesting. There is none that have been filed through there. Okay, so now I've actually got to check out his actual flight. And I do that using SkyVector. You can kind of see on that screen, but anyway. And what I'll do is I'll copy his route here. and make sure it makes sense. LN6. And 6. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, and he wants to go at 250. That's eastbound. That is good. So yeah, he can go 250. So 6 shipper. Initially 5,000. That's correct, because he's a jet. And then departure frequencies with me. I'm on 126.650. We'll send that PDC to him, and he has his clearance now. And then we'll pull this in. And what I'll do is I'll put in P here, so I know that I give him a PDC, and he can expect departing 18 left. It would be well, what I'd give him. Let me make sure. Advertising. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you can expect 18 left for his departure. And he's on the Kinland 6 departure. Which means he's going to be, let's see. Find the RNAV. 18 left is going to be Lays. I don't know how it's LASNG. I'll say that. How am I supposed to say that? I don't know how to say that. LASNG. How does one pronounce that? I don't know. They don't tell us. That's the thing. I wish they did. Does this give me a clue? Probably not. Nope. I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that. Flowy, Fansa, Ags, Sigma, Bonley, King, Lazing. I'm just gonna say Lazing. LASNG. We're just gonna call it Lazing and be done with it. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we'll do. Reed Aviation, hello, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Welcome to the cab.
Cincinnati departure, Southwest 1729, gate Alpha 5 at Cincinnati. Ready for push and start.
Southwest 1729, Cincinnati departure. Good evening. Push is at your own discretion. Recommend you push with nose facing to the east. You can expect 18 left for your departure. Call ready taxi.
Okay, push our discretion, nose east, and we'll call for taxi, Southwest 1729.
Only seen it in New York Center stream. Pretty cool to see CVG. Yeah, there's several guys that stream here in ZID. One guy streams quite frequently over on Twitch. He's actually working on his center control right now. He used to stream a lot in Louisville. Still does occasionally. None heading to Cincinnati as far as I'm aware. But perhaps. Mac, hold up. What do you mean hold up? It does. I have it both up. This just allows kind of a cooler view in my opinion. It does have ASDAX. I'll show you. I have that up as well. Do window capture. So it has this as well. I just don't have it as showing on stream. Yeah, it's got it. All right, Southwest 1138 is also heading out. Let me see what he's doing here. Heading to Chicago Midway. Oh, I just totally butchered that. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not sure any Bravos don't have it. All Bravos have ASDEX, I believe. All right, so he's going inch 6, shape inch 6. I'm good with that. 5,000 initial 126.65, and we'll send that sucker. All right, he's got his PDC. So we're gonna give this guy taxi via Sierra. We'll get by Sierra. Guess without a good 7600 sim, it becomes harder to do cargo ops. Well, you know, I think that there's a lot of people that fly the MD-11, and there's other birds, but MD-11, the 747, I see that. The A300, I see that a lot. The A310 occasionally, but A300 I see pretty frequently in Louisville with UPS. That's what I meant to say. Louisville has UPS, so just curious. Atlanta S2 here. Hey, cool. Awesome, Matt. Are you online right now? Because if you're not, I believe Knoxville is in your AO. We've got the Southwest is heading to Knoxville. Just saying, if you want to pop up and give them controlling. Love 7 Sim. I would be in and out of CVG daily. Yeah. So the good news for you is there's talk from Bloopers. They're already working on theirs, actually. There's been some screenshots. We're staffing up TYS to get Iron Mike and VAT USA. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Well, that's what they're heading. TYS. That's Knoxville, is it not? Yeah, it's Knoxville. Are y'all already staffed up on that? I honestly haven't checked the radar yet to see what you're doing. Yeah, you got a tower already on there. I see it.
Cincinnati approach Southwest 1729 is ready for taxi.
Southwest 1729 taxi runway 18 left via Sierra.
18 left via Sierra, Southwest 1729.
No, there's no time frame yet on the release of 767. They haven't even got the 757 out yet, so it's going to be at least 25, but it could be later than that. Why did it just pop up on radar? Yeah. There is a 767 in X-Plane. Flight Factor has a 767. It is decent. I think they need to improve the textures in the interior of the cockpit, but it's a decent aircraft. I have it. We got two guys on top of each other now. Spawned into the same gate. Why did you do this? Happens all the time. He's got a PGC and left as well. Just got an American into Charlotte. Inling 6 shipper, like that. Looks good to me. 126.65. We'll send that off as well. Yeah, you also could do the 757 cargo ops. Yeah, for sure. Got his PDC as well. He's going to be 18 left. And this guy already taxiing. Khalida? I didn't know that. Or Khalida? I don't know how you say it, but yeah. I didn't know they flight 740s, 400s in there. Yeah, Atlas does. And you also have Amazon that runs the 767, of course, in and out. Alright, Southwest 1729, turn left there. Turn left on Sierra. Come on. You can do it. Turn left on Sierra. Alright, he's moving again. Let's see if he turns. Potential aircraft on frequency, Cincinnati departure, ATC Victor, now current winds 150 at 6, altimeter 3017, and India current for approach. What is it? I don't understand. What is he doing? In Southwest 1729, everything good there?
Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect here. I got something's up with my rudder pedals. So let me sorting this out.
Okay, no worries. You don't have anybody else around you, so take your time. I've had that happen before to me. What am I advertising? Hold on, what am I advertising? Yeah, that should, probably visuals, not ILS. Fine. Yeah, I've been following the Flyby A380. Saw an update recently. I'm not big on the A380 or the 747, and actually, I'm not big on the big jets. I guess it got leaked, like a version of it. Oh, that's that's news I didn't know. These. Hey, Jim. That's interesting. Do they know who leaked it? Was it like one of the developers or something? Like, how did they get access to it? That's the question I would have. Just waiting on these guys to get ready. All right, so we've got Blue Streak and the Charlotte as well. Ripley 7. I don't know about that. Let me see here. That is a route, but it's not the best route, so we're going to change that up. Dylan 6, shipper transition. Yeah, I forgot. You can't edit in here. You got to do it in here. Aft. And that 370, that's a bit high, but if he wants to fly that, he can. And that's what we're going to clear here. Yep. Yep, gotta change him up. I mean, his flight plan would have worked, but it's not the best route. Even why would you do the? I'm trying to figure out why you would do the Ghibli. Ghibli 7. Yeah, it's kind of like out of the way. The Ghibli 7 would take him like out here and then down. When the Killin just goes basically like exactly the direction he needs to go, or towards Charlotte. Somebody trying to call Cincinnati approach. Guess not. Yeah, it's not that crazy. It's pretty chill. Pretty chill. Just waiting for these 3 aircraft to start moving. We're getting some traffic pushed out of here. Okay, we got a text. That guy sounds familiar. That guy direct messaged me.
Cincinnati approach, American 2633, request push and start.
American 2633, push and start at your own discretion. Expect runway 18 left for your departure call, ready taxi.
Push at all discretion, expect 18 left, and call and ready for taxi, American 2633.
All right, let me go ahead and open up a new tab here. Our cab for Lunkin. Need that. And let's see here. Where's my satellite? There it is. Lunken's right here. Class Delta. Got somebody in bounty's going to be coming there. Yes, for that. Yes, here. Where should I put this? I'm thinking right here. Like that. So you guys can see the text now.
Cincinnati approach, Blue Streak 5287, ready for personal start.
Blue Streak 5287, push and start at your own discretion. Expect runway 18 left for your departure. Call ready taxi.
Expect 18 left, call when ready to taxi, 5287.
Great. Go. Just gonna 738. Winds are what are winds right now? 506. 6. Our nav. 2 blazing. Yeah, the others. Runway 18 left. Cleared for takeoff. Everybody coming, leaving at the same time. All right, pre-departure. He is squawking mode Charlie. He has the ATC. He's been cleared. And we've got his departure ready to go. He is a here. Having remarks if he's text or let me go ahead and put that in there. missing something here? I don't think I'm missing anything. Everything's still moving. It's not like it's frozen.
Cincinnati approach American 2633, ready to go for taxi 18 left.
American 2633, taxi 18 left via Sierra.
18 left via Sierra, American 2633. Cincinnati approach, Blue Streak 5287, ready for taxi.
Blue Streak 5287, taxi 18 left via Sierra. Follow the 738, American 738 after nose.
Taxi via Sierra, follow 738, Blue Streak 5287.
And American 2633, you able to depart at Tango 8 on 18 left?
Yeah, we can do that, American 2633.
All right, American 2633, taxi 18 left via Sierra, Sierra 8, Tango 8.
Sierra, Sierra 8, Tango 8, American 2633, thank you.
Blue Streak 5287, are you able to depart at Tango 8, 18 left?
Blue Streak 5287, can you please repeat that?
Blue Streak 5287, are you able to depart at Tango 8, intersection Tango 8 on 18 left?
Affirmative. Can do that. Blue Streak 5287.
Blue Streak 5287, Roger, thank you for that. You can taxi to runway 18 left via Sierra, Sierra 8, Tango 8.
Sierra, Sierra 8, Tango 8 to runway 18 left, 5287.
Not sure why this guy's not responding. Now he's ready for departure.
Approach American 2633, holding short 18 left, ready to go.
American 2633, Roger, continue holding short for departing traffic.
Hold short for departing traffic, American 2633.
And American 2633, make sure you're squawking mode Charlie for me.
Mode Charlie, American 2633.
American 2633, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
18 left, line up and wait, American 2633.
And American 2633, RNAV Lasning, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Lasling, 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 2633.
American 2633, Seattle, to passing.
1500, American 2633.
American 2633, radar contact, climb maintain 13,000.
Climb maintain 13,000, American 2633.
Blue streak 5287, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait, Blue streak 5287.
I've got to make sure this American gets far enough downfield before I release Blue Streak. Because what can happen is they can end up getting too close. So I've got to make sure I'm giving at least 2 minutes separation on departure for these on the same SID. All right, should be good now. Blue streak 5287 wins 1506. RNAV Lasning, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, Blue streak 5287.
I could say confirm Lasning, but I'm not going to. We'll know soon enough. Blue Streak 5287, say altitude passing.
This is 1,500 feet, Blue Streak 5287.
Blue Streak 5287, radar contact, climb maintain 13,000.
Climb and maintain 13,000, Blue Streak 5287.
Well, there's the last departure right there. They gone. And American 2633, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
Frequency change approved. Thank you. Thanks for the ATC, American 2633.
You're welcome. Bye. Farewell. Hope we meet again. We should get some arrivals. I thought we were getting some arrivals. Suppose we aren't. Why did he ident? Blue Streak 5287. See you're quickly descending. Everything okay?
Blue Streak 5287, something was wrong and I just crashed.
Blue Streak 5287, Roger. You gonna recome back, come in?
Alright, I appreciate it, thank you, yeah. Right, spoiler was up, couldn't get it down and I just spun and did a nosedive.
Gotta love AT, gotta love. Okay, you flying Microsoft or you flying something else?
It's Microsoft, yeah.
Yeah. Are you on the Airsoft CRJ?
That I am, yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Lesson learned not to use this anymore. Alright, have a good night, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that's funny. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it is funny at the same time. Also, I just see his his altitude going from climbing to like just dropping, and I see an ident. I'm like, oh, that's not good. It just starts circling. Oh man. That's unfortunate. What's going on? Hello, Louis Valdovinos? 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 I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. I apologize. Hello from Alabama. Got it right, man. I deserve a cookie. Honestly surprised. Honestly surprised. It is clear. Well, it was cloudy today. It's been clear skies for like 3 weeks. It is cloudy today. 77 degrees. Lows in the upper 50s. And yeah, can't complain. It's been very nice. Well, it's supposed to get back into the mid 80s this week, which I'm not too happy about. I like the 70s. Yeah, you can ask, sure. Well, just so we're now clear, I'm not. It's a virtual air traffic control on VATSIM. I'm not a real life air traffic controller. But even though it's virtual, it still is a lot of fun. So with VATSIM, we're controlling, of course, the virtual pilots from X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and soon to be 24 and everything else. But yeah, so it's very interesting. I started back, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 years ago. About 6 years ago, I was on the pilot side of it, flying, and I was like, yeah, it'd be kind of fun to be the air traffic controller on VATSIM, because I noticed that it was always like they always need more. They need more now. They actually need real ATC as well. But anyway, so I was like, well, let me see what it's going to take to actually get, certified to do it. And there's training. I mean, it's not just like you just hop on and you go about it. I mean, it's a good amount of training that goes into it. I had 4 or 5 training sessions before I started controlling on the network as clearance delivery, then ground. Did that for about a year or so, then transferred over to a different RTEC, which is a air traffic control region. So I was at Seattle RTEC, and then I transferred to Cleveland RTEC, got my S2, which is so you have S1, which is student level 1, and that is clearance delivery and ground. And then you have S2, which is tower. or the cab as they call it. And I did that up in ZOB, which is Cleveland Artec. Started working Cleveland Tower, then upgraded to Metro Tower, which is Detroit. Did that for about a year and a half or so. Transferred down to Memphis Artec, and did that for a year. Got my S3 there, which is what I am now, a student level 3, and where you can control approach, departure, and below. And so that's what I've been doing. I got my S3 at Nashville and Tennessee, and then I transferred. Well, I didn't transfer. You can control anything inside the Artec as long as you're certified for it. But anyway, so I did Nashville, and then I started controlling Memphis, which is the Class Bravo, which is the big one. Then I transferred up here to Indianapolis Artec, or ZID. Been up here for over a year now as S3, controlling Louisville mainly, and then I'll occasionally jump on Cincinnati or Indianapolis. There's some others, but yeah, that's kind of been my whole trajectory as air traffic control on VATSIM. And anybody can do it. You just got to apply for it and do all the training. It's a lot of training. But I enjoy being a service to the virtual pilots out there because they need controllers, and I'm happy to facilitate that. Hope that answers your question. Ask them away, man. I ain't got nothing else doing on right now. I got no traffic in Cincinnati, so feel free to ask them. So these are real people, like you and me, that fly flight simulators, like home flight simulators, like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, X-Plane 11, X-Plane 12, and they want air traffic control services, so they log into what they call VATSIM, which is a virtual air traffic control network that's been around since the 90s. And so those people are flying virtual planes in the simulator and connect to the VATSIM network to get air traffic control services. And so you have pilots that, will fly on that network. Show you here. This is the map of the world right now. And all the blue dots are virtual pilots. So these are people that are in a home flight simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, X-Plane 11, X-Plane 12, etc. And they're flying. And so you've got some people crossing, the Atlantic, going to the Pacific, going to Hawaii, whatever. And then these green areas, these are center controllers that are online. So Atlanta Center's online, Chicago Center's online, Minneapolis Center's online, Seattle Center's online, Houston Center's online. And then the red or orange areas are your approach test departure controllers, what they call TRACON. Those are what I'm doing right now, and I'm right here. This is me right here. I'm Cincinnati. And so yeah, all these blue dots are real people flying virtual planes in a flight simulator right now. And so if they want air traffic control, they fly in and out of the areas that have controllers, and they get that air traffic control that you wouldn't get otherwise. So it just enhances your simulation experience. Yeah. Hope that makes sense. So real people, not real planes. Virtual planes. And if you're curious what that looks like, you can actually, I streamed last week as a virtual pilot on VATSIM. I do that side as well, the flying side still. You can see that with, show you here. I've got throttle quadrants and yokes and everything like that. And that lets me fly it like a real pilot. And I actually am a real pilot. Not airline pilot, just a private pilot that flies a little Cherokee 140. So that's just a little, single engine prop plane with 4 seats in it. So nothing big, nothing special. Yeah, so the simulator itself doesn't have that feature, but VATSIM, which is it's a separate app that you start up that connects to that network. And you can do that with any simulators that it supports. And yeah, so it does have the feature, but it doesn't, if that makes sense. Microsoft didn't create it. But yeah. Microsoft Flight Simulator has that. You can do that. X-Plane 11, X-Plane 10 even still. X-Plane 12. FSX still can do it too. There's some limitations with that, but and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, of course, will be able to connect to it as well. But yeah, you should definitely check out some of those videos I've done while I've been flying on VATSIM. You kind of see what it's like from the pilot side. Not level, and it bothers me. There we go, that's better. I got my pilot certificate back in January of 2021, so 3 years now. I've got about 240 hours all told, which is 10 hours short for commercial. But yeah, so I've been enjoying it thoroughly. I love flying. It's just expensive, so my bank account limits the amount of hours I get to fly. Yes, they can be very expensive. Yes, they can. anything that has airplane attached to it, might as well just make it 4 or 5 times as expensive as if it didn't have an airplane attached to it. You want a bolt? You go to the hardware store, you buy it, it's like 10 cents, right? You want a bolt on an airplane? That's going to be $1. I'm not joking. Like that's the way it runs. Yes, in order to do your own maintenance, you have to be certified, a certified mechanic, or be under the direct supervision of a certified mechanic. Now, I have a friend of mine who's a airplane and power, A&P, which is airframe and power plant mechanic, IA, with the what do you call it? Not investigation, inspection authorization, which basically means that's like the top tier A&P. Anyway, he's a friend of mine. And I do a lot of my own maintenance under his direct supervision. So like he's there. If I have any questions, I can ask him. A lot of times we're doing stuff together, and I'm just doing a lot of the actual like manual labor because I love that stuff. I love getting my hands dirty, getting grease all over, all that kind of stuff. So, Flo Cali, good evening. Yeah, it's a pretty slow night. I had 3 departures, one right after the other, about 30 minutes ago, but pretty dead since then. I know I've got one guy who's going to be coming in, but yeah, we won't be on here too much longer, maybe 30 minutes. But honestly, it's actually kind of a slow night in general. On VATSIM, a lot of times when I'm logged on, I see over 1,000 pilots flying. There's only 732 flying right now, so it's just kind of a slow one in general. Yeah, it is a Monday. It is a Monday. Yeah, you do usually see a lot more traffic on Fridays and Saturdays. The A380 release. Oh, man. I'm honestly, as a controller, I'm not looking forward to the A380 release because you're going to see that in the most ridiculous configurations ever. Like a Delta A380 or something stupid like that. And you're like, that doesn't exist. And it's going to be flying out of places that would never fly an A380 out of. Everyone's going to be flying a big honker, and I'm going to be over here going, I just want someone to fly out with a Cessna 172. Or a CRJ or an ERJ or 7.3 or something's fine. Airbus A320 is fine too, but it's gonna be ridiculous. I already know it is. It's okay. It'll happen and then it'll die off like it always does. Like when the 777 got released, everybody was flying that, and then like it died off and no one was flying it anymore. So. Teeny airport in the mountains. There's a lot of teeny airports in the mountains. Which one are you talking about? That's the question. Is it in the United States? Aircraft on frequency, Cincinnati departure, Aegis Whiskey, now current, winds 170 at 7, altimeter 3017, and arrival Aegis and Juliet, now current. I mean, there's a lot of tricky airports. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Locale, that's actually exactly what I was thinking. Talk about this one. Or you have to fly in this way. All right, he's on his way. Yep. Yeah. That's a pretty famous one. I don't know how long that one is. Let me see. Runway length is 1,729 feet long, with a 11.7% gradient slope, which is crazy. Potential aircraft frequency, Lunken Aegis Bravo, now current, winds calm, altimeter 3018. Yeah, I'd probably give me anxiety too, honestly. If I was doing that, I'd probably have anxiety too. I've got an aircraft with an emergency coming out of Louisville. Chicago Midway is not too bad, but Chicago O'Hare is ridiculously complex when it comes to taxiways. You get lost on that sucker. And they're kind of short runways too, so. Well, that's probably because, so the thing with low level turbulence you're getting like that is actually uneven heating of the Earth's surface. So like you'll have asphalt here and water here, and water, its heat rising, is different than asphalt. Asphalt gets hotter quicker and rises faster here because you have more heat, right? Heat rises, while the water stays cooler longer, and so it doesn't have as much of a rise, and so the air's not rising as fast. And so you're getting that up and down, especially around water. You'll get that. And so that's what creates that low level turbulence where it just, shakes you around like that. So that's what's causing that. And with Chicago O'Hare, you have that plus city, right? So you have asphalt, concrete, metal, water. And there's a lot of winds, right? The winds and everything going with that too. There's a lot of factors, right? And so usually on takeoffs and landings in big airports, they're gonna get some turbulence, and it's just gonna happen. There's not really much you can do about it unless it's like been a cool night and it's early in the morning, or it's been a overcast day the whole day, or maybe a couple days, and that kind of evens out the temperature across the ground, and that'll help a lot too. Chicago is called the Windy City, so. One of my things I love doing is teaching people, my knowledge. Not a flight instructor, so don't take anything I say for flight instruction purposes, of course. But I love teaching people knowledge. My goal is to become a flight instructor. Just got to get the hours and everything. Oh man, I don't know. I have no idea what would be the hardest airport to land at. Yeah, probably more of an interpretation thing than anything. But Lukla is obviously a hard one. Jackson Hole can be hard. I mean, usually the shorter the runway, the harder it's going to be. Higher the elevation, shorter the runway, the harder it's going to be. Yeah, there's just a lot of factors that could play into it, so kind of hard to say. So, flight instructor, you must have, pretty sure it's 250 hours. Let me see here. Yeah, you have to have your commercial certificate. So it has to be at least 250 hours and 200 hours PIC. And then there's other requirements you have to do.
Approach, November 411 Sierra Mike at 11,000, crossing Mosby at 9,000.
November 411 Sierra Mike, Cincinnati approach. Cincinnati altimeter is 3017. Welcome aboard.
3017, 1 Sierra Mike.
Two straight Mosey. Right, so once he's once he's there, we're gonna give him a. Hold on. Right there. We're gonna fly direct Cincinnati. So a 065 degrees. Bring him down to 5,000. Once he crosses over the airport, I'll get him into the approach there. Hey, no worries, man. You've come to the right place to learn all kinds of stuff about flying. Locale's being a modest.
Care if I step away for about 5 minutes?
November 411 Sierra Mike, go ahead. Just report when you're back.
Sierra Mike, we'll go. Thank you.
Henry's portfolio, welcome aboard. Oh man, how you guys talk to each other on the radio, man, that's complex. That's something that takes a while to learn all the ins and outs of. In a nutshell, we use the NATO phonetic alphabet, so Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Charlie, so forth and so on. And then we use a "Hey you, this is me," so it's like, November 4110 Mike, Cincinnati approach. Hey you, this is me, right? So hey, 4110 Mike, this is Cincinnati approach, and then we give instructions. Or on the other side, you may request something or ask a question or whatever. But then it's different when you're in a uncontrolled or a pilot-controlled field when there's no ATC. That's different. But I tell you what, if you want to learn more about it, or maybe even get back into this stuff, which I highly encourage you to do, on my channel, there is an entire playlist called the Virtual Academy. Check that out because I go in pretty good detail, but not like overwhelmingly detail on everything that you need to know to start flight simming and also getting on VATSIM and communicating radio control calls, the protocols, the regulations, all that kind of stuff. So definitely go and check that out. It's a long playlist, but each video is pretty short. So enjoy it, watch it, enjoy it, watch all of them. Obviously it helps me with views and stuff, but it'll give you a lot of information about this stuff. And if you're interested in it,
once here, Mike back.
Let's hear Mike. Welcome back. Just to maintain 5,000, fly direct Cincinnati.
Should maintain 5,000 and fly direct Cincinnati.
That is correct. And once you're Mike, if you're curious, I'm just going to get you to fly right over the field, and then I'm going to get you set up for the visual 2-1 into Lincoln.
I appreciate the clearance, the filling in the blanks there. Once here, Mike.
I heard the question in your voice. And FloCal's right too. Practice, lots of practice. I was fortunate. I came from a bunch of radio background stuff, other careers. I got into flight sim, and then when I got into really flying, I had been doing flight sim stuff on VATSIM for years, both controller side and the pilot side. So I understood what was all supposed to be going on really well right off the bat. So it was really easy for me to transition in to real world flying. No, you don't need a degree. Nope, no degree required. Hey, going down the rabbit hole in aviation is not a bad thing. You could do a lot worse. You could do a lot worse. Hey, I know 7.4 gear. I don't know him personally, but I've watched his stuff. 7.4 gear is pretty legit. I mean, he's a real pilot. fly 747, first officer, so pretty legit. And November 411 Sierra Mike, fly heading 055, descending maintain 3000. Let me know when you have the weather in Lunken.
055, and what's the altitude?
Down to 3000.
055 down to 3000. Once here, Mike, I'll let you know.
Oh, is he captain now? So that tells you how long it's been since I watched him, though. And 411 Sierra Mike, just confirm you're flying 050. Or correction, 055.
I definitely was not, but I am now turning left to 055, and apologize for that. I have that Bravo at Lunken.
411 Sierra Mike, roger. Hi, you're welcome. You're welcome. Happy to do it. 160 on the final. Let's get it about here. Is correction off that. Hey, Lewis. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one. I'll be closing up here any moment here anyway. November 4110, Mike turned right heading 160, Victors for the visual, runway 21.
All right, 160 visual, 21, 10 Mike.
And once you're Mike, the airport's at your 2 to 3 o'clock and 6 miles. Report the airport in sight.
Report in sight, 10 Mike.
Once you're Mike, cleared visual approach 21.
Visual approach 21, 10 Mike.
And November 4110, Mike, winds column, runway 21, clear land.
Right, 21, clear to land, 10 Mike.
Here he comes. And November 4110, Mike, welcome to Lunkin. Exit right on Bravo. And you're going to need your signature or waypoint today.
What is signature, 10 Mike?
All right, 10, Mike, exit on Bravo, taxi signature via Bravo Charlie.
Signature via Bravo Charlie, 10 Mike, thank you.
Alrighty, guys, I think that's going to end it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for changing your notifications from personalized to all. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time up in the sky.